Hey, what's going on? You're on the Team Olympus YouTube channel. If you're new and don't know what we're all about, make sure to check this video out up here to see what we do and what we like to build. In this episode, we're going to be working on Medusa, the IFS Ultra4 car. If you're not familiar with Ultra4 or the build, go back and check out some of the videos that we'll have linked in the description below. This is Ultra4 car. It's a combination of go fast desert racing and rock crawling. This one has an independent front suspension. It has a rear engine. In this car, we're currently running a built LS408 with twin Torque Storm superchargers. We're doing some work on the pulleys to get those dialed in. We just installed a Mechman alternator, and we added one pulley, but then I added the second idler pulley here. Now we have to get this thing dialed in, and we want to make sure this is all working. And if that's good to go, we have no more belt work that we have to do. So we're gonna see about getting all this wrapped up, fire it up, make sure everything's perfect, up to high RPMs. So the pulley took a very long time. I actually had to machine a pulley to get it right. So I'm gonna show you what we did. We actually have all the belts back on now, so excited about that. The only thing left is to put the charge tubes for the superchargers on, exhaust, and it's ready to fire up. Go ahead.
Just watching the pulleys, everything looks in line. So now that we got the belts figured out, it's time to move on to the charge tube.
Well, we let it rip, and the alternator belt, supercharger belt, and the power steering belt are good, but it looks like we're having a problem with this supercharger belt here. But I think the bracket is potentially flexing forward. So we're gonna make a brace that goes from the supercharger to this tube here that will prevent it from doing any kind of deflection. We think that's what's going on. But for now, I've got to help Joe. We got to finish welding out this roll cage and get this thing finalized for the track for him to go racing on Sunday. Wow, that's all I can say. This water pump is awesome. There's no flow issues at all. There's no anything. And just like you just saw on the camera, yeah, we're idle, but before when we're idling, and that was, how long were you idling for, Joe? Probably about a good 10, 15 minutes.
Sounds about right.
It's not getting hot. So the fact is, when I turned the water pump on, it just dropped super fast. The hottest I got up to right there was like 198. Granted, if I start railing on a little bit, it'll heat up a little bit, but the fact is at idle, it was able to drop at 15 degrees just like that. So I'm pretty confident this water pump system is going to work well, and we can't wait to really get out and test it and really put a beating on it, because I'm confident it's going to do a good job. So, all right, well, I think we need to get back to the skid plate on the Crossfire, because Joe's got a race coming up really soon. Are you going to get any work done, or are you just going to sit around all night?
I'm working. Haha, one more bolt.
What?
One more bolt.
What bolt did you forget?
This one right here. Oh, I didn't forget it.
Oh.
One more bolt.
Well, you got the skid on. Ah, it's so dark. I'll have to look at it outside. It's so hard to see in here. Oh, I didn't know you got the strut on.
New hood strut, so I don't have to clamp it up there anymore.
That's stiff too. Yep. I didn't think it fit. I thought you said it didn't.
No, we made it fit. It's called modification.
Oh man. Is this thing all done?
We're gonna find out.
You gonna take it out back and make sure everything's happy?
All right.
There you go. I told him I want him to hit over 50 entering that turn. Okay, I told him to go full send on this one. He was getting in the 40s, but I want at least 50. Woo, he's flying there. Almost. Oh my. Sorry, neighbors. It's a little dusty.
Pull out of it fast enough.
What'd you hit that time?
I hit 39.
Ah,
I know.
you're 11 miles short. I want you at 60, but I don't think you'll hit that here.
Jeez, not in this yard.
50, yeah, I think you can get there, but
I need to go take a break, man. I'm getting hot.
that's racing.
Yeah, not mine.
Weenie.
I've already ran more laps than I will tomorrow.
Try and do one more and get it over 40. Turn sooner. You're still turning way too late.
I turn. Okay.
No, you're turning about down here. I want you to start the turn up here somewhere.
Okay.
So.
Hang on, I got the app just closed on.
Okay. Basically, watch where I'm gonna put the camera tripod where I want you to start turning at, and basically be full turn. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Okay. So here's where I want him to start turning into the turn here. So let's see if he can do it without taking out my tripod. Oh, here it comes. Still too late. There you go.
Hey, full brake.
See? That was better. Faster! Come on! Oh, that was late.
Brake 38.
You gotta start your speedway sooner. Dude, you're turning right down by that pole there.
But I hit the.
Yeah, no, you're turning down there. You need to be turned around that tripod just about and turning, because you just about dipped into the berm. You were all the way down there.
Yeah, but the thing is that I lose speed as soon as I start my turn.
That's why you need to have more speed at the top. You're waiting too long to get your speed. You got to be carrying your speed before you get to that area, especially when it comes to a turn. There you go. That's better. Now turn. Uh-oh. I thought that pole was a goner. You turned even later. Dude, you were like almost, I thought you were hitting that
but
pole.
I didn't hit 41 until I started the turn.
So
I just can't get no more.
well, try it as fast as you can, but turn like you're gonna hit the tripod.
Okay. What happens if I hit the tripod?
Then we'll figure it out. That's some terrible advice. Too fast. Uh-oh. I was gonna say he's here's your problem. You're flooring it into the turn. That's what's happening. Right here, when you're hitting that turn, you're floored, and so your tires are spinning out. You've got to let off the gas. So when you go into a turn, okay, when you're making that 90 to the apex, you got to be floored into it, and when you go to turn, you got to let off the gas so that you have that grip pulling you through the first half of the turn. When you hit the second half of the turn, the apex of the turn, that's when you floor it to pull yourself out of it. That's what you're doing. So what's happening is, as Joe's going into the turn, he's floored. And with this dirt, well, any off-road, you can't do that. So what he has to do to get traction through it, because he's not drifting, he needs traction to pull him out the other side, is he needs to let off the gas when he goes into the turn. And then when he hits the apex, 50% of the turn, and starts to pull through it, then he needs to hit the gas so it'll pull him through it. But him flooring it is causing too much wheel speed, and it's pitching the car too hard. All right, Joe. So car's basically done.
Yep.
You're ready to go racing. You've practiced a little bit now. What's your final thoughts?
I like it. This car's got some pep. It's quick.
You're definitely driving a lot faster than you ever have.
I feel like I am.
Cool.
Give me a little bit more grip in the rear, but
yeah. So it's really weird. These tires, the snow tires he put on there, amazing grip in the front. I'm like really impressed. You can even hear them trying to grip the dirt like they're on pavement, but these rear ones have no grip in it, so it's a weird imbalance. Whereas before you could steer before and it wasn't steering, it would just push right through the tires.
Oh yeah.
But now,
so
yeah, now the front is gripping and the rear is not. Which, if you had to pick between the two, you know, if you were lacking traction, I would definitely rather have grip in the front to control it. So, alrighty. Well, Joe's gonna check his belts here, get a couple more things adjusted. He's gonna do a couple more passes, and that'll be it till tomorrow. What's tomorrow, Joe?
Race day.
These might have more traction. Might want to swap those. Just for kicks, we swapped out to these snow tires, and I went ahead. We made a mount, and we threw Joe's spare tire in the back. So now he's got a little bit more weight and hopefully more grip. So let's go see how this works. Oh yeah, there you go. And he didn't floor it into the turn, so that helped him grip. Look at that thing go. There he goes. Much better. There you go. Oh, she gripping hard now. Big difference.
They're gripping.
Big difference.
Yeah, they're gripping.
So now, when you're hitting the apex, and also I can tell you're not flooring it into the turn.
No, I'm not.
So you see how it's pulling out of it now? Okay, so now do the line like you were before. Try and go as fast as you were before, and see if it pulls out instead of sliding you. Because those things are gripping. I can tell big time.
Oh, we'll see what happens.
It's not letting the car pitch as much.
Hopefully we don't end up in a hole.
Nope. Remember, turn at the camera. He's getting more confident. That's good though. That's fast. And that's gonna be a pull. No, wow. They held. Okay, those tires are holding. I'm actually impressed. Those tires made a big difference. But then again, that's a snow tire. We need to smooth that bump out right there. And he needs to turn sooner. I don't know why he won't turn sooner. You can hear those tires grip the dirt. There you go, now turn. You're still turning way too late. So I want you to try and start your turn at that pole. I'm gonna move the camera.
Okay.
Because I tell you to turn here and you're turning down there.
I feel like I'm going into the turn, but...
No, you're turning way late. Doesn't help, there's that thump. Boom. There you go. See? Now he stayed on the flat. It was more confident. Problem is, with this bump right there, there's only so much speed he can really get. The problem is, and it's not your fault, I was saying on, oh, it's dirt. There's a bump right there.
Yeah.
And it hits pretty hard.
Oh, yeah.
So,
I mean, I'm pretty comfortable with it, man.
it's gripping a lot better.
Oh, yeah.
You're controlling it now, and because you're managing your speed, you're able to kind of pull through it a little better.
Cool.
So Joe forgot to make sure his trailer was clipped on the ball, so he's gonna see if he can pop it forward onto the ball. Go! Missed! You gave it an effort.
Is that a good shot?
No,
Not at all.
you totally missed.
Well, good. And that should be about it. Well, I hope you all enjoyed everything we put into getting this car ready for the race tomorrow. So stick with us, because the next video is going to be some awesome racing. We'll see you then.
The next video is gonna be at the track. We'll be out racing with the Colorado Rallycross Association. I don't know what it is.
CCA.
SCCA, whatever it is. So we'll be out there. If you like the video, make sure you subscribe, give us a thumbs up, comment down below, give Joe a big shout out. I know this video is kind of all over the place with just everything going on this week. We're just doing our best to give you some content, and we're just gonna keep on pushing through, make sure we take you along with us on the journey. So we'll see you guys next time. Fist bump for Joe, air bump. Fist bump for you guys.